So what is going on, guys? Mirko with WordTech here, and today what I want to give you guys is the finished product of the $170 gaming PC build that I talked about assembling, and now it's actually done. So today what I wanted to talk about in this video are not going to be benchmarks and whatnot. It's going to be kind of the process and the problems that I ran into and basically the final product. So first off, guys, the first problem that I had with this system was the motherboard. Actually, I think the motherboard couldn't have made it not any more harder than it really was. So first off, the case that I used, the USB 3.0 plugins are not the same plugins as the motherboard. So the motherboard is actually so old, it uses PDI or PID, I'm not 100% sure, pins for the front end. And if you guys don't know, that is for a way older generation case compared to now. So what I actually had to do was go onto Amazon, purchase like a $12 adapter card, plug it into the PCIe port, and then after that plug the front end cables towards the front panel into that PCIe. And you guys will see all of that. I'm going to have B-roll for everything in the whole case and everything and the build itself. But that was the number one problem. Now, what I still don't know yet is I haven't actually benchmarked data transfers with using the front panel now. Front panel's already pretty slow, and I'm kind of worried about to see, it's going to be the cable is going to be going through the front panel, it's going to go through a PCIe card, and then the card's connected to the PCIe slot. Since it's an older generation motherboard, I don't think it's going to get USB 3.0 speeds. That's the only bummer part about it. But really, if you want fast data transfer, you're going to be plugging into the back of your motherboard anyways. Typically, I know that's what I do. Now, continuing on with the motherboard, I actually have problems with the fans now too. Now, the problem with the fan so when I had the fans with this case, I cut off the Molex because I wanted to have no Molex for the cable management. You know, motherboards, they usually have that 3-pin plug-in for fans. Well, this one only has one 3-pin fan plug-in. When you cut off all the other Molex adapters for your fans and you only have 3 pins left and you have no more 3 pins, well, basically you got to throw those fans out and you need to work what you have with. So the last fan that was in that case is a rear ventilation fan, and that still had the Molex plug-in. So I had to plug Molex into a Molex adapter, then the Molex into the power supply, and that was just a huge disaster. Well, it wasn't a huge disaster, but I had to go through, take apart the front panel, take off the 2 fans. So it's missing 2 LED fans for the case, but it's not that big of a deal. If I really wanted to, I have another Corsair fan spare that I think still has the Molex, and then I can just throw that in the front of it. But nonetheless, it's pretty decent. So another thing with the motherboard, there's not the proper amount of holes for the case that I have, so it didn't fit 100% well. You guys will see that for standard ATX, it's supposed to fit in certain holes, while this motherboard didn't. I can go on and on about the motherboard, but to be honest, guys, the thing that I really needed for this build was a solid motherboard. Asus is pretty solid. It can hold my graphics card that I need. It has a single 4-pin plug-in for my power supply, and it would fit the case. It does all of it. Yeah, it's kind of outdated because it doesn't have that USB 3.0 plug-in onto the motherboard itself. I had to buy the card. But nonetheless, everything was pretty steady with building this machine. Windows 10 is already on, and I will show you guys. It booted up first try. Let's hope it stays like that. The only big bummer thing that I didn't notice about it is the case that I chose for this actually does not fit the CPU cooler. So whenever you plug it in, the case panel kind of bends, and I'm gonna have B-roll and pictures of that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. The only thing I can think of is I have to mount the case panel itself. I need to get a drill bit, and I have to drill 8 total holes, which I really don't want to do. What I think I might do is I might just list it on Craigslist as is with the bent case panel like that. It's not too bad, but I mean, honestly, for me personally, if I had a sitting down where I have my normal PC and there's like a little bit bent of it because of the the CPU cooler, I wouldn't be that big of a deal about it. But there might be someone with OCD that might be like, oh, I need it to be like this and this and this, but that's fine. So guys, as you guys can see from the startup, it's not that bad of a PC, honestly. I'm probably going to try to sell it. I'm going to start the price at $300 only because people are going to be budging me down to get to like $275 or something. As long as I make, I don't know, over 50 bucks on it and my time kind of got paid back, then that's fine. And that's $50. I have something to buy for tech for the channel typically, which is what I use all this money for. So guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, I will leave some more b-roll of this PC in the rear. So guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up below, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see from me and Ethan, and I'll see you guys in the next video.